Good morning, people. It's your boy Comet Chat. It is Friday morning, 7 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And today, live in the chat, I'll be live in the chat. On Fridays, I get live in the chat. Now, before you get a little confused, the video has already been recorded and uploaded, but I am live in the chat. There's a function here on StreamYard where I can go live in the chat. And I can discuss with anybody. We can go back and forth while the whole length of the video. So make sure on Fridays, that's what I do. I try to interact with the people. You can catch me, talk to me live and in living color while the video is being broadcasted. Now, before we get into the word of the day and the quote of the day, I want you to do this for me, and that is subscribe. If it's your first time ever coming to my channel and seeing me, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell right there to the right of subscribe. Make sure you click on all because I don't want you to miss any material that I upload in the future. Also, give me that thumbs up. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. Don't ask me how. All I know is that it does. So please, please, please give me that thumbs up. Also, watch the video from the start to the end because that also helps me in the algorithm how I'm being seated on the different locations and clicks as it pertains to YouTube. And last but not least, please, please, please leave me a comment. Any comment that you leave, I read and try to respond back to you in a timely fashion. Everything's all positive here. How I got into doing this right here is that about 2 months ago, April 21st, 2023, I was saved. I gave my life to the Lord, to Christ. I preach by the name of Pastor Derek Ford. Helped me achieve that goal, and I will be eternally thankful for him. It's been an awesome experience for me. I just want to say that out front. I felt compelled to try and share um, my words of encouragement, things I did. And I mainly did this with my children. I have two girls, one boy. They're all adults, grown up now. And basically, I would send them 2 to 3 days a week, different words of the day and different quotes of the day. And then I would talk about a little bit my points of view. And I want to do that same thing and share that with you. Now, as you can see right here, boom, recharge. That is the word of the day. Recharge is the word of the day. And of course, I usually have a definition. If you give me a minute, I will get the definition for you for recharge. I love to use definitions to express and to explain my point of view even more. And recharge, definitely. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Recharge, recharge. Do, 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 do. There are different things I want, but I'm trying to find a particular definition. I had it earlier, and please forgive me for not doing what I wanted. But here I have it right here. Let me quickly pull it up and get this ball rolling. It is definitely, definitely, definitely what I want. And as you can see right here, recharge. I want to focus on definition number 2. To refresh or restore, to revitalize. To refresh or restore, to revitalize. To revive or restore energy, stamina, and enthusiasm. Ooh, I love that one. 2 and 4 is what I'm going to make. To refresh or restore, to revive or restore energy, stamina, and enthusiasm. That is what recharge means. A lot of times in life, I know I did when I was a younger man, my 20s and 30s, I got to law enforcement. I didn't think that my police department, sheriff's office could run without me. Didn't know about recharging. I was naturally energetic, want to get to thicker stuff. I tried to find ways on my days off to even go to the sheriff's office or police department. I was in love with law enforcement. I love law enforcement, but I'm not in love with it. I love it because of the main fact I can get to help people. At my position and rank now, I can cut through a lot of red tape that I couldn't cut through and get through 20 years ago. But now after 27 years, I'm definitely in a position where I can help a lot more people and make things happen, sometimes very fast. So I definitely love that part of it. Recharge. And the quote of the day for recharge is, sometimes the best solution is to rest, relax, and recharge. It's hard to do your best when you run empty. Let me say that one more time for you. Sometimes the best thing to do and the best solution is just to rest, relax, and recharge. It's hard to do your very best work on anything if your tank is on empty. And that is so true. Just recently, last month, I'm gonna take the first wave with me and a friend of mine, coworker. We went to Okeechobee. Okeechobee, Florida is known for fishing, and we love to fish. I fish. When I was fishing hard and heavy, it was every day when I had a boat. But now life happens, and of course, grandchildren, different aspects of life, second job, and that kind of stuff. But I love to fish, and I've always heard people talk about Okeechobee is the place to go. It's something on the bucket list. And me and my friend, we had a fantastic time. It was an 8-hour drive from where we are, South Carolina to Okeechobee. And we talked and laughed so much going there, we didn't even know it was 8 hours. Coming back, we still laugh and talk, but it was a little bit less energetic. But we were rested, we were restored because we put in long hours and long days. Sometimes it goes months without a vacation or a break. And so we really needed that. We were looking forward to it. We were actually counting down the days. And Okeechobee was a beautiful place to go. We fished 2 days straight. Just didn't worry about a schedule or a time or checking our phone or worrying about work. It was fantastic. Me and my wife, we're going to another part of Florida here in a couple of weeks for a wedding, and I'm ready to go. We're going for 2 days. It's going to be something beautiful, just me and her. I'm ready for it. I'm ready. I'm in a part of my life now where I'm ready for recharging. Recharging is an awesome thing. Don't know why I didn't do it any sooner. But what I told my children that day was sometimes we run ourselves to empty. And then we try to keep going on those fumes. You can't do that. You can't run your gas tank down to empty. The same way if you run a car down to empty, guess what's going to happen? It's going to stop on the side of the road. It's going to leave you stranded. Same thing with the human body. Same thing with the human psyche. Same thing with you. At your job, at your work, in different aspects of life, if you run yourself and you don't recharge, you're going to run yourself to empty, and you're going to try to keep going on those fumes, and that's going to lead to exhaustion. That's going to lead to you being in the hospital, you being sick, and that is something that you don't want. We feel that if we aren't at work, or we aren't at church, or at any place that we think is important, that it can't run properly without our presence. Whew. I was in my bag again when I wrote this board to my kids. But that's exactly what I was speaking from the heart because, like I told you earlier, the police department couldn't run without Danny. Sheriff's office can't run without Danny. That was my mindset at one time, and that is such a load of baloney. It can run, it will run, it shall run, it's gonna run long before I got there and long after I'm gone. So don't fool yourself that your place of business can't run without it. Maybe if you're an owner, you're the only person there. But if you got multiple people there, a big team, a big department, a big church, a big whatever you want to name it, it can run without you because eventually you're going to leave this place. And guess what? Some places die, like I said, if it's 1 or 2 places, but most places is next man up, next man, woman up, and they fill in the gaps and they keep it moving. So don't think that that place is not going to run without you because guess what it is. Sometimes that is true, but most times it's only in our minds and our egos that we think the place can't run without us. We must learn to recognize when our tank is empty and take the necessary time to fill it back up. Let me say that one more time. Sometimes it is true that a place can't run without us, but most of the time it's in our minds and our egos. We must learn to recognize that when our tank is empty, we must take the necessary time to refill that tank. That could be a vacation. It could be going fishing for me. It could be reading a book. Whatever whatever our individual battery charger may be, we need to plug into that on a regular basis and keep our tanks full. It's kind of like when you see those Tesla things. They'll drive so many miles, and then when they get to a Tesla recharging center, you'll see the cars back in and they're recharged. They're not on empty, but they're steady recharging so they don't get on empty. We got to take that same process. We go a few miles, then we got to recharge. We got to plug back in whatever gets us in that relaxation mode, that recharging mode, get our mind right, get our mojo back. We have to plug into that and keep tapping into that. If we don't, we're going to run ourselves to exhaustion. We're going to run ourselves to empty, and we're not going to be any good for anybody. The sooner we learn what it is, the sooner we learn what it is, the more it fits. The sooner we learn this technique, the more efficient we will be in all aspects aspects of our lives. The sooner we learn whatever that recharging system is, the better we will be and the more efficient we will be in all aspects of our life. We gotta find out what that is that gives us recharge. We gotta find it is whatever it makes us tick, whatever it makes us perform better, whatever makes us the best version of ourselves in any aspect of our life. We have to learn what that is and keep tapping into it so we can be the very best version of ourselves. We have to recharge. If you don't recharge, you're going to run yourself into the ground. That can possibly hurt yourself, or if you're in a position or you're in a profession like mine, if you run yourself into the ground, you can get your partner or someone else hurt. You don't want that on your conscience. You do not want that on your conscience, that you didn't take enough time or you didn't get your mind right, because in law enforcement, you have to be on your A game all the time. It's called hypervigilance. You have to be back and forth, hypervigilance all the time. And studies show that when you're in hypervigilance mode, all your senses are at top notch because you're trying to observe, you're trying to see everything, hear things, you're trying to put things together to try to make people safe. But when you come off of that, that's a lot of times, and I'm definitely guilty of this. When I come home, I don't have that same energy and vigor that I have at work because I got to be on my A game. When I come here, I'm just tired because mentally I've been in hypervigilance mode most of the day, trying to make sure I'm staying on top of stuff, making decisions, making stuff that is not going to cause harm or not going to be illegal or to do something that is going to cause shame or any kind of negative publicity to the department. So when you're in that hypervigilance mode all day at work or whatever profession you do, when you get home, man, you just want to relax. You just want to vegetate. When I come home, I just want to sit in the chair and watch Andy Griffith. My wife's like, you watch every episode of Andy Griffith. And I have, but I love Andy Griffith because it doesn't take much mind power. Barney and Andy make me laugh. And when I get home, I just want to relax and laugh and just don't think about work until the next day. But like I said, recharge. Me and my buddy, we went to Okeechobee and we recharged. Like I said, me and my wife, we're going to another part of Florida here in a couple of weeks, and I'm ready to go. I can see my bags packed in my car now. I'm ready to get on 95 South and head straight there. So, before I get out of here, thank you all. This is Friday, 7 o'clock p.m., 7 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm live in the chat right now. I know it's a little confusing. This video has already been filmed, but I'm actually live right now in the chat. So please interact with me back and forth. Please leave a comment. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Please leave a comment, because if you leave a comment, I will read it and I will respond back to you in a timely fashion. I will be back next week on Monday, same bat time, same bat channel, with more encouragement for your boy Comment Chat. I thank you all from the bottom of my heart for being here and supporting me. And until next time, take it easy